Mark has avoided death 3 times now. His hand, show me your hand. He just got whacked with a machete 2 months ago, right? We're leaving somewhere, we're leaving dinner. Somebody comes up, 3 guys on a bike come up to him in the parking lot, try to jack him. One whacks him with a machete. He says he doesn't remember blocking it, but he had to have because he stuck his hand up.
How many
And the
stitches
guy
you got?
damn near cuts his hand off.
There was a lot.
There's a lot of stitches. I saw the picture that he showed me
there
of
was a
your
lot
truck.
of stitches.
Damn near cuts his hand off, right? I remember when we were kids, how old were you when they shanked you in the back?
14.
He's 14 years old. Here's the thing about Mark. When Mark was 14 years old, he always wanted to fight grown men. He did. He always wanted to fight grown men, and always want to get me in a fight with grown men, and I didn't want to fight grown men all the time, but he walks up to a group of gang members. Were you drunk?
I was.
He was
yes.
tipsy. He was drinking. Okay. He walks up to a group of gang members, starts talking shit to him. They ended up jumping him. They spread him out on the ground, hold him open, while one sat on his back and started stabbing him with scissors.
What?
Avoided death. That was the first time you avoided death.
That was the first time, yeah.
Did you walk yourself to the hospital?
No, ambulance. The second time I walked myself to the hospital.
The ambulance came and got you the first time?
Yeah, first time, yes.
Gotcha.
Do you remember how many times they stabbed you?
Twice.
Oh, but deep all the way in?
Yes.
Yeah. So that was the first time you avoided death. He's like
I'm a cat.
yeah, he only got 6. He's got 6 left.
True.
The second time, he's in somebody else's house, and Mark likes to fight. We grew up in that environment. It's just what it is.
Right.
And he's in somebody's house that somebody over there is like yapping things like, you ever been around somebody when they're talking under your breath? They're talking about you, but they're not saying it loud enough for you to clearly hear them. They're just over there kind of yapping, right?
Yeah.
And that's what this guy's doing. So Mark's like, hey, let's go outside and let's talk about this outside. What happens after that? Tell him.
He pulled out a box cutter and cut my throat.
I thought you were gonna lead up to it a little bit. Yeah,
It was immediate. He just walked outside.
No, he pretended like he was gonna leave. Everybody was asking me to just let him leave, and then he just leaped at me with a box cutter and cut my throat.
Went straight for the throat.
got him right across the throat.
Yeah,
He looked like Frankenstein for probably about 5 years.
yeah,
You could see the stitches all the way across his throat.
yeah. It was about like that long.
Like straight down the middle.
It was all the way across the throat. Yeah. He took his shirt off, held his throat,
Yeah.
and walked himself to the hospital.
How far away was the hospital?
So it happened on Blackstone and Olive. So we walked to Community. So probably like 2 miles.
So obviously he didn't cut deep enough for you to just not make it.
Yeah, it was pretty deep.
So no arteries.
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously he missed the arteries, but he had a nice little scar all the way across the throat. For that thing hung around for about 5 years at least, huh?
Yeah, it was there for a while.
Yeah.
So we
And
got the
then-
neck tattoo. Cover it.